该是好了，可能有一点delay。好，那个应该可以。看得到那个 PowerPoint 吗？蛮糊的。那我好，好，谢谢。好，拜拜。喂，hello。喂，hello。喂，这样子 OK 吗？好。
哎，辛苦你了。
就是应该不用我自己说。
那学长，这个麦克风不知道方不方便别在身上，还是
可以，但你要有线，不然的话它这样会太厚。
哦，这个有线的。
这样就是
看可不可以放在腰带上，还是什么？
它这样就可以有声音吗？
对，它是无线的。
Albert， 救命 ！Yes。
对。
我记得就是你现在看荧幕，没错，它的那个最上面就是那些。
这个是啥米？
麦克风。那学长他好像无线的，我想说比较近，不过学长好像他说这个太厚了，那我把它放在这里好了。
所以是说他讲话的时候不拿手持的吗？
拿，但是
这是你的。
对，就是要打到楼上的。
那这样的话，那应该还是需要清楚对不对？那跟你的收音有没有关系？
有啊。我看他的那个喇叭在哪里。
你用这个。
哦。我这样效果。
会清楚。所以它是要从空间当中收音。
你想象就可以读在哪？现在已经开好了。对，应该都用。我们刚前面有帮我们所以我上面就跳上去，直接开始讲说要帮对，然后我现在要请他帮我要提前上，我不用编写，他马上来的时候，他最上面会跑出一个功能，就是把简单下来，好，没问题。好，没问题，谢谢。再找他就好。还不知道外面有人讲，所以有2个。加一个。帮他加一个，那这个我们是更加影响，对不对？来翻找一个内容卡，甚至操作自己。好，这边是什么？然后这边的网络有些就是说网络有些都 OK。好，那麻烦一下确认一下这个，因为就怕他们任何人会有这种某些想要发播的影片啊，这边让大家知道。
第一章吗？他们知道吗？
哦，那我们你说学长他们
不是，就是那个我一开始不是致辞的时候要第一章，就是昨天那一章。
他们可能不知道，那应该有放上去，其他他们放一下，我确认一下有没有在。
分钟后就会开始。好，等一下我们会把正门关起来。好，请大家就坐完毕，1分钟后开始。
Interpretation Conference. Before the conference begins, I would like to advise you please be well seated and remember to not eat or drink during the conference. I would also like to remind you to switch off your phone or turn on silent mode. My name is Chan and I am your English Master of Conference for the first part of the conference.
各位来宾、同学、教授，大家好。我是今天担任第一场同步口译的司仪尼寇。这边提醒大家，先将手机调成静音模式，然后辅仁堂内禁止饮食。
It is a golden opportunity for seniors to gain both experience and knowledge of different industries through recent seminars given by outstanding alumni.
近期的讲座邀请了非常多东吴优秀的学长姐回来与我们大四生分享各种产业的现况与建议。
Today's conference will be divided into 2 sections. The first part will be in English, and the second be in Chinese.
第一场讲座提醒大家是以英文的方式进行演讲，第二场则是以中文的方式进行。
To begin, we'd like to welcome our class leader, Professor Jean Lin, to deliver the opening remarks.
在开始演讲之前，有请我们的林怡景教授为我们开场致辞，谢谢。
Please welcome Professor Jean Lin.
各位午安。我们今天最辛苦的2位讲者，还有座谈的主持人，以及各位师长、各位同学，欢迎各位来参加今天由英文系中英同步口译课程所举办的12月校友讲座。那就如各位可以看到的，我们的校友讲座从去年开始进行到现在。那今年来讲呢，很高兴的，我们有 Kevin 学长、Scully 学姐，还有今天有 Clarence 大学长、Marcus 学长，还有 Albert 学长。一起来支持我们的校友讲座。那在这个后疫情的时代呢，我相信大家都已经感受到了一种多元学习的重要性。那我觉得这个多元呈现在很多的层面，譬如说在线上跟实体的结合。那以这个参与的成员来讲，从校内的不管是师长或者是校外的学长姐，那以这个呈现的内容来讲呢，更重要的是。现在我想很多在座的同学可能都有各种打工，或者是甚至已经有在职的机会，所以更能够借着这样的机会，能够吸引到大家在职场当中有很多的经验的分享，然后让大家可以把这些当作未来的养分。那下学期我们还有其他的校友讲座，而且也会有成果展的举办，那再请大家继续的期待。好，谢谢大家。
Thank you, Professor. Now, let's welcome Jonathan to introduce our first speaker, Mr. Clarence Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. And today we're delighted to be joined by Mr. Clarence Davis as our first speaker. Mr. Davis has experiences in both English teaching and vocational training for over 24 years. He also specializes in public speaking, business English, translation and interpretation, etc. In the year of 2014, Mr. Davis starts up his own company, which is called Corporate Language Network, also known as CLN. For many years, CLN has been committed to providing a life-changing learning experience for companies want to pave their ways into the international markets. Also, it allows their participants to be able to communicate fluently in foreign languages. And for over 8 years, CLN has been in partnerships with companies such as Google, Intel, and TSMC. So without further ado, let's please welcome Mr. Clarence Davis with a big round of applause.
Thank you everybody. Right before I begin, I have a favor to ask of you. Would you please have a partner sitting next to you? This is very important. Will that be okay? You need a partner sitting next to you. Try not to sit alone. Will that be okay? Because we are going to have some fun activities later during my speech, so I really need you to have a partner, at least one partner. 3 people together will be fine. All right, so in the back, so 2 gentlemen, will you be able to work together? Yes, thank you. Okay, so lady, can we quickly group up, pair up? Thank you. And would you quickly say hello to each other? Hello. Excellent. Okay, so right before I begin, I would like you to repeat after me my name. My English name is not very easy to pronounce. Would you please repeat after me? Clarence. Yes, Clarence. 很多人念它会变成 classroom. I'm not teacher classroom. Clarence. Okay, thank you. So before my speech, I would like to have a little pact first, okay, in order to ensure our listening quality for the following 40 minutes. So the first pact I would like to have to make with you, would you please read it out loud for me? 在场的人 ready go. Yes. Okay. So do you know now? Right now, we already have a population of over 8 billion people. 8 billion 80 亿. So right now we have 80亿分之一的机会 to get together. I think this is a wonderful opportunity. So would you please look at your partner sitting next to you again? Wow, what a lovely person. So we are here to help each other become a better person, and we are going to have fun. And number 2, would you please read it out for me? Okay, I'm not trying to curse anybody, okay? 不回应会有报应. Well, I used to hear this from my mentor, the training mentor of mine. He said, 上课无聊等于坐牢. Do you feel so? 上课无聊等于坐牢. And I know that your time is very precious, so I have prepared a lot of things for you to enjoy. If you do not respond, 那个报应感觉就像在坐牢. So I don't want you to be in jail. Will that be okay? Yes, thank you. And our pact number 3, 不管发生, ready go. So what do I want to tell you? What do I want to share? Well, sometimes in this modern world, we have been so busy and we always, we never try to focus on just one thing. While we are listening to the speech, maybe you are looking at your cell phone, maybe you are browsing other things. So when we are not committed to the flow, and I don't think we will get the most powerful thing. So I hope that later on when we are discussing, we are discussing. We are listening, we are listening. Will that be okay? Yes, thank you. And the last pact, all right, 结束的时候. Okay, so later on I will offer you some discussion time with your lovely partner sitting next to you. And if the time is over delayed, 可能就拖到很多时间. So when it is over, it is over. So far, are we okay? All right, so that's our pact for our speech. So if no problem, please give each other a big hand, please. If no problem. Thank you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the picture I would like to share with you first. So what is this building? Is it beautiful? Okay, so do you know that right before its operation, I remember that it was back in 2000, the year of 2000. So I was shopping in the Xinyi district with one of my classmates from the English department. And at that time, Taipei 101 was still under construction. So we were standing right below the building, and I was like looking up, wow, what kind of people could work here? What kind of people could work here? And then my classmate, a male person, he said, well, anybody but you. He said anybody but you, okay? So I was looked down upon, and I was a little bit angry. I was like, why not, okay? He said, Clarence. I feel that only people with like financial background, okay, like bankers, successful entrepreneurs can work in this building. And we are only English majors. So what can we do? I think we can only be teachers, or working in the publishing companies. Okay, so at that time when I was 20 years old, I was looked down upon, and I was stood there and looking at the building and say, okay, maybe. But I have this kind of feeling that, I don't know, maybe I can do something, maybe I can prove myself. Okay, so I just could not believe that 20 years later, I founded my company inside Taipei 101. I also met Professor Lin one time inside happened. We have all these incredible international clients, and we are working together to help them better their language proficiency and help them with their communication quality. Okay, so how did I do it? I'm not here to brag about my success, okay? I have no success to share. But I would like to share with you, this is the thing that we hear all the time. Would you please read the topic for me? The power. Love, the power of love. We always hear, from the movies or from our family members, love is the only answer to every situation, to every problem. So what is love? So here I would like to divide it into 4 categories, and that comprises my speech outline right here. So L stands for, repeat after me, life. I would like to tell you how to set your life goals. Without your goals in life, how do you know where you are going? And then O stands for opportunity. Yes. Also, now you have your goal. So where are the opportunities? Can you create your own opportunities? Number 3, V stands for viability. So what is viability? It means your ability to survive. Your abilities to survive. So now all the wonderful opportunity come upon you, but do you have that ability to use the opportunity well? And number 4, E stands for education. We always know that learning is so important, but what can we learn and how do we learn? So these 4 things are the things I would like to share with you this afternoon. Let's start with the first stop of love, life. All right, so now take a look at the PowerPoint slide. So now you are standing over there, and there are 3 ways for you. So I would like to ask you, where is your destination? Where is your destination? So would you please have a little discussion with the partner sitting next to you, please? Looking at this PowerPoint, you are standing over there, okay, and there are 3 ways for you, so where is your destination? So maybe I can stand here, okay. So who chooses this way? Raise your hand, please. Okay, 1, this way? A lot of people, okay, this way? Okay, so how do you decide it? How do you decide, and why? How and why? All right. Well, anyway, what do I want to tell you? You can go anywhere. This is a big world. You can go anywhere you want. But if you do not set your goal, if you do not have a destination, how do you know where you are going? So, now this road sign. There are so many beautiful countries: England, Italy, Netherlands, France, Germany, Spain. They are all worth visiting. But you need to set your own destination. You know what your life goal is. This is what I want to try to reveal. So, now would you please take out your cell phone, please? I need your cell phone. Yes? Okay, and I want you to really take a picture of this PowerPoint slide, and you have to think about these very important 3 questions. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Okay, so the first question is, what's your dream? The second question is, would you please read for me? What kind of? And number 3, could you please read for me? Okay, so now take a picture of this PowerPoint slide. Okay, and now you have 15 seconds to share your answers with your partner sitting next to you. And please promise me that you are giving honest answers. Okay, honest answers. And after you hear your the answer from your partner, please say, I'm so proud of you. Just say, I'm so proud of you. Okay, so 在场的人都是最适合的人. Okay, hurry up. I will give you 15 seconds for this activity. Hurry up. What's your dream? What kind of person do you want to be? What kind of life do you wish to live?
I want to be a professional wrestler. I want to be a kind person. I want to have a life where I can enjoy my dream, work my dream out. That's probably what I want to do. Yes. No, say you are proud of me.
Yes. Well, I hear some laughter, so there must be some good dreams.
Well, yes. That's what I was
Yes? Almost there?
Yes.
Okay, big hand to each other, please. Yes. Thank you for sharing. Okay, good. So I want you to really think about these three questions. They are so important. If you don't know what your dream is, if you don't know where your destination is, how are you going to work toward it? How are you going to spend your energy on it? Okay, so what kind of person do you want to be? Do you want to be a healthy person, a helpful person, a happy person? You have to decide that quality first. And what kind of life do you wish to live? You want to live a luxurious life? You want to live a healthful life? You want to live all kinds of life you can choose. And the universe will definitely help you achieve your dreams. So would you please read these very important things for me? First, dream big. Ready to go. Number 2, and then so important. We have to dream big, and then we set goal, and then we take action. And I want to talk about the very first one, dream big. I feel that, well, I graduated from this department. I feel that our junior schoolmates tend not to dream big. And why not? Sometimes you feel that you are not so confident of yourself. That's the thing that I feel personally. And I also used to come back to the English department to offer a course called 科技英文教学研究 in 2009. And at that time, I feel my students were also not very confident of themselves. So never underestimate yourself. You are allowed to dream big. And when somebody is laughing at you, that's their problem, that's their fault. That's not your fault at all. So at that time, when I was probably your age, I really dreamed big. And you know that right now I'm a corporate trainer. So when I founded my company, I told myself I wanted my company to be internationally well recognized. I also want to be a very successful corporate trainer. And when I had this dream, I just could not believe it. The universe really helps me achieve all of the things I have said. Okay, so this is the result of my dream. Do you know who she is? Do you know who she is? Can you tell? No. 听过通灵少女的举手。There's a very famous TV series called 通灵少女, the teenage psychic. Yes. Okay. So she is 瑶瑶，郭书瑶瑶瑶。Okay, so I could not believe that after I had my dream and she became one of my celebrity students. She came to CON to learn English with me, with our company, and I get to know, wow, a lot of interesting superstars. That's very interesting. Do you know who she is? Butterfly, yes, her name is really Butterfly, and you know about her sad story. She had a little affair with Show. Do you know who Show is? Okay, 罗志祥 Okay, 罗志祥 English name is Show. And during that tragedy, she was also learning English with us at CON, and she cried like a baby. So we also, consulted her. But I just could not believe that she was also one of my celebrity students. And do you know who she is? 曾之乔乔乔连续剧女王 starring in TV series, okay, and she's so beautiful. And why did she come to CON to learn English? Well, because she represented Vogue. So every time during the fashion season, Vogue would interview her, how did she think about the latest fashion? But because her English speaking skill was not that good, so that's why she came to CON. Okay, so I don't know, I just wanted to be a successful teacher, I wanted to be a good corporate trainer, and this is what happened. So interesting. I have never imagined when I was your age. And do you know who she is? If right now you are bombarded by the really, I feel, terrible stories about Da S and Zhu Junye and Wang Xiaofei, right? Well, she is the agent of Da S. And also the agent of many celebrities, and she is my die-hard fan. She loves me, to death. And we always have a lunch together, dinner together, teaching English, learning English together, and we share a lot of our family affairs. This is also very interesting. And do you know who he is? So he is, his name is Samson, and he is right now the CEO of ASUS. 华硕执行长, and I am his personal trainer related to English communication and also English presentation skills. And this is what my dream brings me. So never dare to dream big. The universe really helps you with everything. Okay? So this is also interesting. Do you know, right, you can see right now I'm offering the training courses, and do you know who they are? They are standing straight, listening very attentively to me. They are all medical doctors and professors from Taipei Medical University. 北医大医学系的教授，而且真的都是执行的医生。And when I was your age, I never thought that I would be standing in the classroom sharing with them how to help them become a better trainer in the class by using English. And this is also what the universe helped me. Okay, so never dare to dream big. But I want you to write your goals down. It's very important. After you know what your life goals are, you have to write them down. And this is the thing that I would like you to take a picture of. Again, would you please read for me by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Please read. Once you make Right. Once you make a decision, the entire universe really conspires to make it happen. If the thing is the thing that you really desire, really want, everything will happen. If you do not set a life goal for yourself, what will happen? I love this picture. So what did you see? What did you see in this picture? So many people are walking and working, and they are walking toward their own destination, and there's one person in the middle trapped in the cage, and that person can be you. Because you do not set the life goal, you do not set the destination for yourself. So probably you are working, you are walking, but you are just wasting your time. You're just stuck over there. So sometimes I hear this a lot from my students. 我觉得好像工作一直都在瞎忙. I don't know what I'm busy for. Okay, so I hope that you can set your life goal. So that's the very first step of love. So far, are we okay? Thank you. All right, now let's move on to the second stop of love, opportunity. Now, when you see this picture, you have to take out your cell phone again. Ready to take a picture? Yeah. Okay, so would you please read the first question I prepared for you? How do you? So let's say now you know what your dream is. You know what your destination is. So for example, when I was your age, studying in Professor Lin's class, one of my biggest dreams is I hope that I can be as successful as Professor Lin, as a good interpreter, and I can also run my own company. Okay, but after you set your goal, how do you create the opportunity for yourself? This is my answer. This is my answer. Would you please read for me? Take the initiative. I want you to be very active. 一定要采取主动. A lot of people, they tend to be passive. You have the dream, but you do not take action. So that, basically that's a waste of time. So when you take the initiative, it can be a little bit scary. Everybody is waiting, everybody is standing behind you, and you have to be the very first one to walk out of that group. I know that requires courage. So here, please, by show of your hand, who feels that you are not that courageous? You are not that brave, raise your hand, please. Okay, so I see this gentleman, raising your hand very fast. Okay, why? Can you share? Yes, why? You look very confident to me, I feel. You're like a wonderful gentleman. And why do you feel not that confident of yourself? Will we pass on the microphone? Yes, perfect.
Hello.
What's your name?
I'm Charles.
Charles, hi.
Yes. I feel majority of my time that I'm spending or putting my effort in, I don't feel as solid as I would like it to be. So that kind of leads me into some sort of confusion and insecurities about myself, because I feel like somewhere deep down in my heart, there's always something I really wanted to do, but never actually
carried out.
Yeah, not completely, even though I'm trying to working on it, but I would like to spend more time.
Oh, okay. May I ask if it sounds a little bit impolite, but may I ask what's the thing that you really want to do? Yes.
Well, this is probably also the first time because I also take Professor Ling's classes.
Yes, yes.
I have always wanted to be a professional wrestler. If anyone ever heard of that?
Professional what?
Professional wrestler.
Oh, okay, wrestler.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and that's what I'm also doing right now. It's like
In Taiwan or in Japan?
in Taiwan.
Oh, cool.
And
Okay.
I've been to Japan as well for professional wrestling. And yeah, that's what I've always wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And but for some reason, I just feel like, I don't know. It's quite scary if I devoted all my time and efforts and energy, because you're just so scared of not seeing it work out.
I know, I can totally relate to that. Would everybody give Charles a very big hand, please? I would like to ask everybody right here presently. So, do you think it is wonderful to have a good dream? Yes, raise your hand. It's important, right? And you know what you lack? This is my sincere suggestion. You lack a very complete emotional supporting group. You need your friends, you need your family, okay? You need somebody who knows you and they will offer you that energy over and over and over again. That's what we need. That's called love, right? So if you know Charles, if possible, you can just walk toward him and offer him some encouraging words that can help. That's really. So take a look at here. I like this picture. The original says, I can't do it. But if you have your scissor and you just cut that apostrophe T out, I can't do it. Actually, it's supposed to be easy. You can choose to see it or choose not to see it. So hopefully, I hope that you can choose not to see that apostrophe T, all right? This is my opportunity. I take the initiative. So when I was, so that was me, do you see me? Okay, that was me. This is Hes, He Jiaren at Shilin branch. And back in 2000, when I was 20 years old, so I took the initiative. At that time, my English was not that good, so I really wanted to better my English. I created my own opportunities by going into a lot of English time schools because they have a lot of foreign teachers over there. I want to use the foreigners to help me practice my English. And also, when you are a teacher, you have to be responsible for the students, for the parents. So that's why I work really hard on understanding the sentence patterns, on the grammar. My English improves. Okay, and so this is the initiative I took back then. So at that time, most of my good friends from the English department, they did not work at all. They did not even have a part-time job, and I worked like all the time. So that was the initiative I took. And you know what happened? In 2000, at HAS, this is Michael, and the person in the back, this is Paul, and they were only grade 1 elementary school students, grade 1. And then what happened? I would like you to show you this. Interesting things happened. In 2011 at National Zhengzhi University, I'm right now also an adjunct lecturer at Zhengzhi University. 我现在是政大商学院的兼任讲师. So in 2011, after my class, 2 students came. You remember us? I could not remember them at all. They look totally different. That's so cute. And they're like, teacher, do you know who we are? Who are you? HES students. They graduated, so they came to NCSU and they also took my course. So that's a very, very wonderful fate, I have to say. Yes. And then at that time, I started working. I asked myself to be a wonderful teacher, to be a professional teacher, and then started teaching, and then I began my teaching journey. Okay. And this is also the initiative we took. So do you see Professor Lin in the middle, and also Kent in the back? Do you see? Yes, okay, good. So I was also a part of the interpretation class in 2003, and I want to thank Professor Ling so much for giving us this opportunity. So we took all the initiatives to we learned how to organize an event, we learned how to communicate, we learned how to prepare for the domain knowledge, and we had a great fun. And that experience totally helped us with our professional knowledge, with our expertise. So that was really a wonderful experience. And then right after 2003, in 2004, you can see the picture was taken in 2004. I had my very first group class. I also took the initiative in Hsinchu Industrial Technology Research Institute, 工研院, called ITRI. So I took the initiative to apply for the job because at that time they were looking for professional English trainers. So I took the initiative and I did very well. So then they recommended my courses to other companies, and that's why the business was like snowballing. It was very amazing. So the second picture you have to take, would you please take out your cell phone? Okay, so the second question, would you please read for me? How do you? So let's say now you have your opportunity with you, okay? You took the initiative, but how do you impress? So would you have a 10-second discussion time and discuss with your partner, please? Please share your idea with your partner. How do you impress others with your opportunity? Yes. Now the opportunity is right down upon you, okay, next to you. So how do you impress others with your opportunity? Okay. So I especially would like to ask Albert, because he did very, very well. And he did something that amazed me a long time ago. So I would like to ask Albert, would you like to share? Okay. This question.
Hello. To impress someone, I would like to stand up and just approach someone that I want to talk to and tell him or her what I think and ask for his or her opinions or any advice. And I would take that in and just think about that and make my own decisions.
Yes, big hand to Albert, please. And that's exactly what he did. I remember I was invited back here to deliver a speech a long, long time ago, and Albert at that time was only a freshman student, freshman or sophomore. Only a sophomore, and then when he was a senior student, he contacted me through Facebook or what? Through email or whatever. And then he really wanted to have my opinion and offer him some suggestion, and we had a wonderful lunch together, I remember. And then gradually I see him grow, like, being a very competent translator, very trustworthy and also reliable interpreter. And he's also working as CON right now. Big hand, please. Yeah, so Albert really amazed me with his initiatives. So how do you impress others with your opportunity? This is my answer. Ask. A-S-K, ask. You have to impress others. You have to let them know that you know how to ask. But what does ask mean? Actually, it represents three very important categories. A stands for attitude. Attitude. So when you are at work, your attitude is positive or negative, optimistic or pessimistic, responsible or lazy, your attitude. Number two, S stands for skills and competencies. So how good are your skills? I am a teacher, my coworkers are teachers, so how do I know that my teaching skills are so much better than theirs skills? Number three, K stands for knowledge. So is your knowledge base solid? Is your knowledge base wide? Okay, so that's also a question you have to ask. So once you are ready for ask, attitude, skills, and knowledge, I believe everybody will be impressed. And remember this, by Ken Blanchard, he said, if you don't, ready to go? Yes, so I want you to really work on your skills. If you don't seek perfection, you can never reach excellence. You reach excellence, that's only because you seek perfection. So never try to stop, okay? Always try to craft on your skills, just like Professor Ling, always working on the interpretation skills, right? All right, the third stop of love. So V stands for viability. Viability. So the adjective form is called viable. Viable. So I categorize this word into, when you see in the middle letter I means I. Okay, it means I am able to survive. I am able to say, yes, I survive. V stands for victory, right? Okay, so according to the dictionary definition, what is viability? Please read for me. Ability to? Yes, it refers to the ability to survive, to live and work successfully. So how about you? So in Chinese, it is translated into 生存能力 or 可行性. So right now you already have the opportunity. The opportunities already come to you. You know what your goals are, but how about your viability? How about your skills? So now, would you please take out the cell phone? Okay, and you have some take-away, take-home questions to ponder. Okay, the first question, what's your ability? So, are you confident in your own ability to live, grow, and develop, and what is that? You need to ask yourself that. Number two, question number two, can you? Can you function adequately? And question number three, do you? Good. So would you please also spend 15 seconds with your partner next to you? Could you share your answers with your partner next to you? Okay, so try to answer these three questions right now. What's your ability to live, to grow, and develop? Can you function adequately right now? And also, do you have the ability to succeed? Okay, hurry up. Enjoy the discussion time. And if you answer, for example, like question number three, no, I don't have the ability to see, and why not? Okay, dig a little deeper, why not? Yes? All right, okay. So I have some suggestion for my lovely junior schoolmates right here. This is my suggestion and answer for you. Ready, go. Laying the groundwork. 打地基, 打基础. A lot of time we see this. What did you see from the picture? Is this a fancy, beautiful, wonderful house? Most of the time we see the glamorous, we see the wonderfulness of everything, of the person, of Professor Lin's interpretation performance, okay, of the thing that we admire. But we forget that behind it, before this is how it looks. Before you have the beautiful thing, ugly things comes first. And you always have to lay the groundwork. So if you do not lay the groundwork, 基础功都没有打好, and then we just dream big, that's useless. So that is the thing I would like to remind everybody right here. Okay, laying the groundwork is so important. So this is the tip I would like to share with you. Would you please read for me the first one? 先蹲后跳, so you squat first and then you jump. And 深蹲就蹲人生，再跳上来的时候, so you will see that improvement. You will see that burst of your power, right? And number two, would you please read? So be an employee first. You know what it has to be an employee, and then you be an employer. Okay. So I know a lot of you maybe have a lot of ideal, you have a lot of passion, but without adequate ability, and also you are not that familiar with the market, you probably will fail at the very beginning and very, very easily. 所以先蹲后跳，先就业再创业, and that's also the thing that I went through. So I have 3 desserts for you. I want to send these 3 desserts for you as my gift. 我要送给各位3样点心, and they are so nutritious and they are really, really, really helpful. 3个点心, 希望大家这3个点心无时无刻就拿来品味一下. So the first 点心 is called 静心. So we meditate, we calm ourselves down. If we are always in a rut, we are always in a hurry, we don't calm ourselves down, we don't listen to our inner voice, that the energy, the power cannot show up. Okay? And the second thing is 专心. Concentrate on what your inner voice tells you to do. Concentrate, so the power can show up. And then you need to have 耐心, patient, persist. Okay, persist. Never give up easily. So these 3 点心, okay, 3个点心 are the gift that I give you, that I want to give you today. 静心, 专心, 耐心. Meditate, concentrate, persist. And then you know what happened? I do enjoy these 3 things. And then what happened? This is what happened to me this year. So this place is called Taiwan 金融研训院, Taiwan Academy of Banking and Finance. And I stopped by this great building all the time. And when I stopped by this building, I was always looking up like, wow, what kind of teacher, what kind of trainer will be able to work here? Will I be able to work here? So I started to dream big again. And this is what happened. I could not believe it. I could not believe that they approached me. They approached CON this year and they said, wow, we have heard a lot of wonderful reputation about your company, Teacher Clarence, you have to come here and offer us a training. So I was invited to assist them with that program. It's called 国际化金融人才培育计划, International Talent Development Program. And inside this classroom, there are like 50 students together. They are all great bankers, and also supervisors and top directors of all kinds of banks. And I had all those incredible talents squat on the floor and do this. 这些知名的金融人士要趴在地上做活动哦。And you know what happened? They had a lot of fun, and I received a score. I received a score of 98 out of 100. 98 out of 100. Thank you. I received a 98 out of 100, and they told me that it was the highest score ever among all the trainers. And I even received a thank you note from the president of 金研院，建院院长写一个感谢函给我。So again, I think I could have this kind of performance, this kind of result was only because 我常常静心. I listen to my inner voice. 我专心. I try to focus on what I do. 然后我有耐心. I try to be patient and see the good results come toward to manifest itself. Yes. So, take out your cell phone, please. I want you to scan this very important QR code. According to McKinsey, they did a very good study last year, and they found out that there are 13 necessary required abilities at work for the future workplace. So important. So, are you done? Are you done scanning? So, I believe that after you scan, you will see this. Okay, wait a second. Oh, here. So I will show up right here. So according to McKinsey, the 13 required skills competencies are categorized into 4 different categories. The first category is called 认知, cognitive, and the second one is called interpersonal, 人际, and the third category is called 自我领导, self-leadership, and the fourth one is called digital. Okay, and among these 4 categories, it is subcategorized into 13 skills. For example, going back to cognitive. So how about your critical thinking ability? So are you good at communicating? Okay, and do you know how to plan your work? Usually when we are working in a big company, there are so many important projects. So do you know how to organize your priorities? That's also very important. So when you go back home, I want you to, after today's speech, I hope that you can go back home and read through all these very important 4 categories and 13 sub-skills. They are really, really important for your reference. So far, we okay? Right. And I would like to especially talk about communication. Why? Well, we are English majors, and a lot of employees expect us to help them communicate in English, but 沟通大不易, this picture. This is what I really experienced at work. Okay, so what did you see from this picture? Yeah, so the lady, okay, the lady tries to convey the messages really hard, and the listener also, he's not trying not to listen. He's trying to listen, but just doesn't know what to listen to. So the connection. 当你断线的时候, the communication quality will be bad. So do you know how to connect to your audience, how to connect to your client, connect to your supervisor, connect to family members, whoever is listening to you? So that's the thing we have to learn. And my little suggestion is 30. So now you are still very young, you are not even 30 years old, but remember this age. This is the thing I would like to offer to you. Take a look at up there, breadth of knowledge, 知识的宽度. And then now, depth of knowledge, 知识的深度. And this is my suggestion. Before you turn 30, I hope that you can work on your depth of knowledge. 就你学的那个技能，学的那个技巧，要真的很深入去探讨它，不要是一下就被打败 lay the groundwork. And then after you are 30, you need to expand the knowledge base. It's very important. Okay, this is my suggestion. Okay, the last stop of love, okay, the last stop of love is E. E stands for education. So now, again, would you please take a picture of the PowerPoint slides? Question number 1, do you have to, what's ready to go? Okay, do you have to keep learning? Yes, raise your hand. After you graduate from SCU, do you have to keep learning? Okay, everybody raises their hand, and why? Why? Well, you know that the world is changing all the time. It's changing very fast. If you don't keep learning, and just like what Professor Lin just said, 疫情时代, if we, especially for teachers, if we do not work on our online teaching skills, and then the teaching effectiveness will not be improved. Okay. So this is me. Do you see me? Okay, so even though I graduated, even though I'm already a founder and also a CEO, and I think people say I am successful, every year, this is not a lie, okay? Every year I spend like $250,000 as my learning budget. 一年的学习预算我大概拨25万到30万. So I would register for international courses, 然后去拿一些证照，然后再持续学习. So they are all great classmates. And inside here you will see a lot of professors, successful entrepreneurs. Have you heard of Pakemo? Do you know Pakemo? So the person in the pink shirt, okay, speaking, he is the COO of Pakemo. Pakemo 的营运长. So we are all learning together. He's not a lecturer, he's a classmate, yes. And question number 3, the question number 2, you just agreed we have to keep learning, but if yes, then learn what? Learn what? Okay, learn this, of course. The 13 skills that McKinsey just asked you to do. So go back home and browse through all those important skills and see what you are lacking right now. Okay, and question number 3. Would you please read this question for me? Do you have to? Do you have to educate your mind? Educate your mind. And what do I mean by educating your mind? During the working stage, you will feel that a lot of obstacles, a lot of challenges may surface. So if you are defeated easily, I think that even though you dream big, but you don't have a very strong mind, that's useless. So this is the thing I would like to share with you. Would you please read for me? A winner. Do you like this quote? A winner is a loser who never gave up. You persist, okay? It's hanging there. Sometimes you even need some negative energy to help you. You need some negative energy to help you. So did you see this before? This is in Taitung or Pingtung, I forget, and it's a marathon. It's a marathon. 所以sometimes when we are working on 很想放弃的时候，还用走的，我阿嬷都比你快。Okay, so sometimes you use some negative energy to help you. Okay. And question number 4. Question number 4. Would you please read for me? What is? So after leaving SCU, so now you are going to educate yourself. You are your own teacher. So what is the best way? Well, I think the best way is kind of like this. You need to have a role model. You need to have a role model. For example, like right now, I want to be a successful businessman in the future, probably a successful entrepreneur. Well, Jack Ma Yun was an English teacher. I am an English teacher. He founded a company, I founded a company, but definitely he's more successful than I am. I can learn from him. Okay. How about this picture? You know, the middle is Professor Kent, right? Professor Wang Kent, and also Professor Ling. So when I was younger, I think this picture was taken in 2004. Oh, really? I wasn't. So I came back to visit Professor Ling and Professor Wang, and so learn from the model. Find yourself some good models to learn from. Professor Ling are wonderful teachers and also great interpreters. So you have to find yourself a great model to learn after. We cannot definitely be 100% them, but we can learn something from them.
Can I just add a note? I think that was taken probably during the ultra marathon, 超马. Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
And I came back with Nikki.
Yeah. And we just had the ultra marathon during this weekend, do you know?
Yeah. I saw the picture. Time flies. Okay, so that's for today. So we talk about love, life, opportunity, viability, and education. So after you follow that love, you listen to your heart, you love yourself, and you try to also love others, you know what happened? This is what the universe brings me. They are all my employees. I never imagined that I would have a group of family like this, and this is our year-end party. I think Albert was in here too. Yes, Albert, where are you? Yes, they're all my lovely employees, and right now CON has more than 60 employees are working together, and I even have consultants working for me in the United States, 1 employee in Shanghai, and I'm also thinking about opening the CON branch in Tokyo, and that's really my dream. And I know that will definitely happen because I always keep this in mind by Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln said, please read for me. I'm a slow walker, but I never walk back. I know we are not the best. As NCU English major, I know we are not the best at the beginning, but you know what? We are always the winners. Because from the tortoise and the hare, even though we are slow at the beginning, we walk toward our goal, everything will happen. Thank you so much.
非常谢谢各位学长，非常精彩的分享，谢谢。你休息一下。那我们中场会休息5分钟的时间，然后大概2点5分到2点7分左右，我们会继续。好，请大家。